Hello, hello. Welcome everyone to another Friday night D&D. I'm DM Ron. I will be your dungeon master this evening as we continue our adventures in the Dragonlance Shadow of the Dragon Queen campaign, aka Defenders of the Lance. With me tonight is Lewis.
I'm here? Really? Cool.
Excellent. You made it. Next up, we've got Ricky.
You can be my DM every night.
Well, thank you. Just slide into those DMs.
Yeah, that's how I like to.
We also have David with us this evening.
What's going on, everybody?
I am Florida.
Ricky is Florida and is drunk.
I am not today drunk.
Yeah, was. Anyways, last but not least, we also have Rib Rob.
I'm not here. I'm invisible.
Okay. All right, I lied. We don't have Rib Rob. No, I lied again. It was a double deception. We have a full party tonight for the first time in our campaign. We got the whole group together, so this should be
Boys
fun.
back in town. Boys are back in town.
Excellent.
I'm done. I'm sorry with all what happened.
Okay. Well, I think with that, we're going to kind of just sort of jump into things. I'm not going to ask for a recap today. I'm going to provide it. And let's let some music go.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's sort of just a prelude. So, to sum up everything thus far, a group of strangers met on the road to Vogler, where they were going to attend the funeral of mutual friend Ispin Greenshield. They did. They attended the funeral, and sent Ispin's body off, and then the following morning was the day of the Kingfisher Festival. To start things off, you guys got up, and you were to meet with Becklin at Thornwall Keep, because she had said that she had something for you that Ispin left for you. On your way to Thornwall Keep, you ran into a young fellow named Darrett Highwater, who turns out to be Becklin's squire/student. And he kind of takes you around the village a little bit, shows you around. You eventually get to Thornwall Keep, where Becklin presents you with Ispin's signature green shield. Which is the item that he left for all of you. On the condition that one of you must wield it that afternoon during the battle reenactment at High Hill during the Kingfisher Festival, basically taking Ispin's place in the festivities, since he obviously could not.
Since he's dead now.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Color commentator. I'm your hype man.
Bannon agreed, and he wielded the shield. Maybe getting a little bit ahead of myself. First off, you got to enjoy the Kingfisher Festival, where there's a fishing competition and another instance of a heckler, but this time a different one. And I'm so sorry, Bannon. Like, they just seem to be picking on you. You just seem to keep being in the wrong place at the wrong time for that. But you did have some fun at the festival. You danced with a bunch of the villagers, and you got to hang out with, people, mingle, and play games. And then you found on the beach, Than, the gnome, the designer, whoever constructed the gnome flinger on top of Thornwall Keep, had built a smaller miniature version of the gnome flinger, which they dubbed the gnome flicker. And y'all ended up lining up to ride that. Anyhow, as the day moved on into the afternoon, the entire progression ended up going to High Hill for the battle reenactment, and it was there when things got sour. Betrayed by the Ironclad Regiment, Cudgel's group of mercenaries, not countless, but dozens of unsuspecting, unprepared Vogler militia members senselessly cut down. And things probably would have been far worse if, you guys hadn't been present. On that note, Brimble wasn't with the group up on the hill, but he did manage to catch the tail end of the parade and take a spot with the spectators. Specifically Becklin, Cudgel, Mayor Raven, and Levna, who also was not in the battle. But when everything started going down, a group of the regiment broke away from the main attack and headed towards the spectators, specifically trying to take out Cudgel. And fortunately, Brimble was there, and Levna, and Becklin, who killed an attacker who almost killed Cudgel. But the leader of the traitorous mercenaries, a half-ogre, didn't stand much of a chance against you guys, and when he fell, the rest of the mercenaries basically scattered. And there's something else I wanted to mention too. We have a few spellcasters in this group, and when you guys would use your magic, most people, when they see it, aren't ready for it. They're gonna be afraid of it. So when you started blasting different spells around during that fight, that's when some of the mercenaries began to scatter. But when the half ogre fell, that's when everybody else took off. And now it's like the scene from a nightmare. There's dozens of bodies lying around, dying, dead,
including mine.
Including Nibs, who's stabilized, but he's still laying there.
Hey, the reason he actually fell, he didn't actually get hurt, but he was told to act. We were told somebody had to act like they were going to die, so that's what he did.
See, what happened is I expended all my awesomeness and then I passed out.
So he expended all of his HP, which then caused him to fall asleep.
The only hit point that matters is your last one.
This is true. But now that the combat has ended, three of you, well, two of you, I guess, and Darrett, stand atop High Hill as Becklin, Cudgel, Mayor Raven, Levna, for a brief moment, where Brimble is kind of following behind Bannon, it almost, like, you see, like, the visage kind of instead of Brimble there, you see, like, a muscular humanoid with a bison's head. Like, just for a moment, you, like, kind of blink, and then, like, you, like, see Brimble, like, walk in there, like, you know, all chill and shit. But they're approaching. They're a little ways away, but they're you know, trying to get to you guys quickly. There's people, you know, dead and dying around you. You can do whatever you want at this point. Like,
Except me, I have to continue to lay there.
yeah, unfortunately, Nibs, you're still knocked out, unless you receive like 1 HP. But
Yeah, I believe I rolled a 3, so I'm gonna be waking up in 3 hours.
Mm-hmm. But
So,
if I remember right.
yeah, and
Peter. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to mention, Peter, that, like, you're kind of... So everybody's kind of beat up, too. Like, to some degree, if not physically harmed, at least emotionally or psychologically. As, like, you know, Peter was pretty much basically unscathed, but...
I go ahead and cast Healing Word. It's 8 hit points of healing.
Who are you casting that at?
The guy who's laying down with 1 hit point.
That's Nibs.
Yeah.
And Nibs has 0 hit points, so it's not me.
Oh.
Nibs is knocked out. He got down to 0
Yeah.
and then made his death save, so he's stable.
Well, he gets 8 hit points of healing. Also, I'm going to go get my cookies real quick. I'll be right back.
Peter
Okay.
is probably like still at that tail end of trying to help that villager or soldier. I'm still not sure what exactly they were, but they like stumbled into the battlefield.
So it was a militia member, but keep in mind though, Vogler's militia is not. I mean, calling it a militia is being generous. They're basically farm hands, fisher folk, anyone who can capably pick up a sword and use it is like enlisted into their militia, because I mean it's a small fishing village. They don't really have many threats outside of the occasional like raiders, but even, you know, with the gnome flinger on top of Thornwall Keep, that's not even really an issue.
So Peter's going to still be like trying to save this Vogler person that he was trying to protect during the battle, but was unfortunately killed. His hands are probably like covered in blood from trying to stop the bleeding.
Okay.
So what time of day is it?
It's afternoon, probably mid-afternoon, not quite evening yet. But the festival started around midday, and then into the afternoon, that's when everybody headed out of town to High Hill. Bannon, are you doing anything as your allies approach?
Yeah, I was trying to wait for Ricky, but I'll do it anyway. Hey, Brimble, are you feeling okay? You were looking a little weird there a little bit ago, and are you okay? And that's what he was going to do. He was going to check on his brother. That's his first thought at the moment.
Okay. Oh, and that it also occurred to me too. I forgot about a handout for you guys. Seeing as how she is approaching, Mayor Raven. I didn't give you Raven's handout before, so let's just show that off.
Guys, I think it would be a good time if we had pre-dinner.
Is that the fish that she won to win the whole thing?
It could be.
I almost had one that size.
But okay, so
I'm back.
okay. Hey,
Should probably ask your question again. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, Brimble, are you doing okay? You were looking a little weird. I mean, are you doing good? Did you get hurt? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm doing great, man. I wonder why that was just weird, right? Why was the fight happen? I don't get it. I thought we were celebrating, and now there's fighting, and these people are weird. I thought they were supposed to be a part of this group, and
I hope those fish pies don't put you down again.
wasn't the fish pies.
You
Okay.
you
You can
swear
say that.
one of them was just a little undercooked. Just a little.
But since you weren't feeling good, we got this shield from Green Shield, and it's his Green Shield, and I was holding it for you, but you weren't here, so I held it, and it's cool, and there you go,
Ooh.
and I hand you a shield. It is green, and when you equip it, equip a +1 shield.
It's got a carved, like scarred oak tree pattern on it. It's a round green shield painted a mossy green.
It actually came in handy too because that extra +1 helped me a couple times last time.
Nice. I'm at 19 armor class now.
That's what I was.
Okay, so, while you guys are kind of going with that, everyone else comes up and like Cudgel is. So like when you saw her last, she was all smiles, like not like she's just this unflappable dwarf, you know. You can't really upset her. But then, something like this happens. She's just horrified. She's kind of stomping around like, all right, I want answers. I want answers now. And just, it's like, find me someone, anyone. And, she's kind of just storming off. Becklin's trying to calm her down. Mayor Raven approaches and she's like, well, I don't know what happened, but thank you guys so much for being here. Things would have probably been far worse had you not been here. I need to thank you properly later, but right now, let's just we need to help the wounded and take care of less fortunate.
I get to work helping the wounded and the less fortunate.
Okay.
I do the same thing. I'm mainly focusing on people that look like they're laying there dying because I have the spare the dying cantrip, so I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna go around stabilizing people.
Okay.
Peter's going to pull out his holy symbol, which is this small carved wood like phoenix, and he does the best he can at for prayer for this person that asked for his help, but yeah, he seems pretty downtrodden and he couldn't.
Okay.
He's doing a
And
little prayer
Bannon
for this
is
person.
going. Sorry.
No, that's it.
And Bannon is going to gather the steel, the weapons, and everything that were used by all the mercenaries, getting whatever weapon the big orc dude used, and he's gathering all of those weapons.
Is there any plate armor laying around?
Okay, so hang on. Bannon, what's your passive perception?
My passive is 11.
Okay, so
What's your passive aggressive perception?
A lot more than that.
43.
So you don't notice Levna just kind of staring daggers at you as you approach like the mercenaries, but Cudgel's shouting certainly does get your attention. It's like, "Oh wait, Kenda, what do you think you're doing?"
Gathering the weapons for the people who are still alive.
Oh, leave them. This lot, they betrayed me. Yeah, I'm not happy with what happened here, but this is all mine. I don't know what's going on here. We're going to get some answers, but don't touch nobody. Work on the ones who are still have a shot at living.
I wasn't taking it, I was gathering it.
She's like, yeah, Kender, I can gather my own betrayers' things.
Okay, so you can handle your own people. Okay.
Okay. She's not happy with that. Nibs, I'm gonna have to talk you out of game. You really shouldn't have that spell.
What spell?
Spare the dying.
Why shouldn't I have that spell?
Healing magic.
Pact of Tome.
That doesn't matter. I know it's not like it's the flavor of the game, but we can talk about that later. Let's just swap it out for something more appropriate for your character.
I thought it was awesomely appropriate.
Remember, like, there's been like no gods, so like healing magic is unheard of until a deity appears. And but yeah, don't worry about that right now. Ricky, you would be going around healing. How many, okay, so you do have Spirit of Dying. You are going, that doesn't cost any spell slots, but, roll, like, 2d4.
3 and 2.
Alright, so you're able to save 5 people, but for the most part, Vogler's militia, can't think of the word, is pretty much decimated. If you're helping out, though, you can do a medicine check.
This is gonna work out great.
That did work out great.
Oh, I rolled one.
Oh,
sorry.
you rolled one. Well,
Hey, the DC's 10. It worked.
Okay. Yeah. So you're able to actually help another guy too, and the people that you save are very thankful. Nibs, the villager that you help, gives you a jade bracelet. It's like I was done for. Thank you, kind sir. Take this. I don't have much, but please take this. And he gives you that. It's just a normal piece of jewelry or so, worth about 20 steel. Brimble, the people that you managed to, well, spare the dying, that doesn't actually bring them back. That just stabilizes them, right?
Yeah, all it does is it's an automatic 10 on a medicine check.
Okay, so a little bit different. The people that you help don't really, know that you help them per se, so they don't realize that the healing magic, like there was any sort of magic involved, but there are people around who do see it. And I'll roll 2d4. Hey, 5. So, let's say about 5 random spectators kind of approach you after watching you go around healing people, or at least stabilizing them. And they're like, excuse me, sir. How did... I could have sworn he was done for. How did you do that? And they look at you, Brimble, like, just expectantly waiting for a reply. Ricky.
Sorry. I have push to talk activated now, and I forgot. So they asked me how I did that.
Mm-hmm. And they kind of like just like just with awe in their eyes, just like truly amazed by what they saw you do.
Oh yeah. No, I used healing magic to save their lives.
What? How? How could this be?
Well, I got it from my god.
Your god. I've heard tell of many gods recently, but none of them. I've never seen them do any sort of healing. Please, you must tell me more about your god.
Well, I have a god named Kira Jolith. He's also known as the Sword of Justice and the Bison of Heaven. And he gives me the power to heal people.
And like the questions and whatnot kind of go on for a little bit. While you're going through, you kind of hear a commotion not too far off, and it seems that Cudgel found a surviving member of her group. And
Ooh, bad news for that person.
Yes, that's exactly the feeling you get. You kind of hear like Beckman has to restrain her. Darrett helps.
I encourage.
After a little bit, they managed to bind their prisoner. And this one's loud too. They managed to bind their prisoner and get him ready. And you're just like, all right, once we get back to the village, we can interrogate him properly. Mayor Raven comes up to you. Speaking of getting back to the village, guys, would you be so kind? And you've already done so much already, but would you please escort the rest of the villagers home safely? I mean, just in case there's more danger. I don't know if there's any more rogue mercenaries about or anything like that.
Of course. And Peter's going to, after he's done, doing what prayer he can, he's going to
Yeah,
help out.
Peter's having a little rough time with that, I think. But, how does Peter feel?
Pretty shitty.
'Cause
this person came crawling to him asking for his help, and he felt like he had to take care of the danger first, and then he was going to help him, but then he ended up dying anyway.
I mean,
So,
there wasn't really a whole lot Peter could do.
well,
Wow,
sure.
Peter, way to drop the ball.
Sure, but he still feels pretty bad about it.
Yeah, I could see how that would kind of get in someone's head. If you don't already like have inspiration, you should have inspiration for playing that scene.
Very cool. I don't know how to note down how much inspiration I have.
Oh,
Because I think I had one already.
Oh, you only get one.
Oh, okay. All right. But yeah, he starts helping out the rest of the villagers get back safely. Kind of sad and downtrodden, but he is trying to help.
What the heck? Where is it?
Okay, everybody, gather up, everybody. Come on, let's gather up. We're going to get us a little pile here, and we're all going to go, and we're going to have some people in front and people behind. Make sure you guys are all nice and safe. Come on, everybody, pile. Come on, everybody, get close.
That's weird. That's not.
Man, that was totally weird.
Yeah. Where's that? Oh, that would explain that. Okay. I was missing one. Shoot. There we go. All right. I was like, wait a second. Part of my story is missing. It's missing one of my windows. Okay. So you guys are able to get back to Vogler. It's usually like a half-hour walk, but it goes a little more slowly. Just the mood is much more somber. People are kind of jumping at everything. Like you hear birds squawk in the distance, and everybody kind of just like turns and looks over their shoulder for a moment just to make sure that something else crazy isn't about to happen. But the walk back to Vogler is relatively uneventful. Most of the villagers, once you get back to the river gate, are able to go and find their homes without any problems. Go with that one. And then there's a couple people that are kind of still just bewildered and need that extra little escort back. I shouldn't do the forest. That's not the right one. But by the time you get done doing that, it's close to nightfall. You get back by the river gate, and at this point, Becklin, Cudgel, Mayor Raven have returned with the last of the villagers. They're still there, and they say, "All right, guys, we need to figure some stuff out here. Let's meet up back at the Brass Crab. We're gonna have the prisoner brought there shortly, and hopefully we can get some answers."
It'd be good. It'd give me time to get some pre-dinner.
All right. So, get. Do I have that one?
Peter's probably not gonna eat, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat like I've never eaten before.
I'm gonna take a short rest. Anytime my character brings up a meal, what I'm saying out of character is short rest.
I can see that. Oh, here we go. I'll just have it on here. Okay. Good enough. You guys get to the Brass Crab. And the owner, Yalme, is there, and she seems really excited when you open the door. She's like, "Howdy, y'all! How was the..." And then she kind of sees everybody's faces and realizes that something terrible has happened. Mayor Raven, quickly breaks down the basics of what occurred. She mentions that aside from retelling the tale, she says that she's got a few of her trusted villagers back at High Hill, tending to, bringing back the dead and wounded so that the wounded can be treated more thoroughly. But the big question going around is, why did the Ironclad Regiment attack? And I don't think anyone is more bewildered or just lost by this than Cudgel herself. She was clearly betrayed, but why? Also, some of the mercenaries that attacked ran away. Are they still out? Are they gonna come back? What's going on with that? And while they're waiting for the prisoner to be delivered, Mayor Raven turns directly to you, Brimbone. She's like, "So I saw you doing something with that. You were doing some of that. How are you helping those people back there? Is that magic? I haven't ever
No.
No? Oh. Must be my mistake then.
You don't know what gods are?
Well, I know what gods are, but where's the god?
Do you know the god Kiri Jolith? Kiri Jolith? Sword of Justice and Bison of Heaven?
You know what? I don't know. She might not. I could have her make a religion check. They gave me Raven, right? They gave me a character sheet for her. Yes, there she is. Yeah, we can see. Have her make a religion check and just see it. What does Raven know about the gods? Just for fun.
While you're doing that, so Brimble, where did you get that bison head from that you were wearing on the way up the hill? That was cool.
I wasn't wearing a bison head. Do I have a bison? And I start looking through my bags.
Are you sure? I could have sworn that you had a bison head. It was cool looking.
All right, so Mayor Raven, she's like, yeah, I know Curie Jolith. What? Speaking of bison head, yeah, he's the one with the bison head, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. So here's what you do. You open your heart and you say, thank you, Curie Jolith, for healing my villagers. Because he did it, not me.
Huh. Okay, I will do that. I'm curious though. I'm sorry, I don't think I caught your name. I'm Mayor.
Oh, I'm the Kinder Brimble Silverquill.
I I see. I'm Mayor Raven.
Don't worry, I haven't taken anything.
Oh, okay. Very good. Very good. Well, perhaps there's still a lot of like wounded and whatnot up on the hill and coming back to the camp. I don't suppose you'd be able to help out at all with some of Curie Jolith's magical healing, would you?
It's not magic. It's divine.
I'm sorry. My apologies, Brimble. Would you think that Curie Jolith would bless my people if with your assistance?
I don't see why not. I think he would definitely be like, down to do that, especially because your people got crapped on by all these horrible mercenary things that I guess betrayed people, and he's gonna want some weapons from that. So we're gonna have to smite, because healing and smiting, that's what I'm supposed to do.
Okay, and at about that moment, the door of the brass crab opens up, and a couple of burly villagers and Darrett come in with a prisoner. It's
Speaking of smiting,
Cudgel like spits on the ground. It's like, filth. I should have known. You seemed smelly from the first time you came into camp. And like the mercenary just kind of like grins with like a whatever. And they lead him to a chair and kind of force him into it, and Cudgel's about ready to get up in his face, and Raven's like, now remember, you can interrogate as necessary, but no physical harm to the prisoner. And like Cudgel like kind of, it's like, that's gonna be a tough one there, but I'll do me best. And she like goes up and gets right into his face, grabs him by like the collar, and it's like, all right, laddie, tell me, who put you up to it? Who? I need answers now. And like she's just kind of just really all up in his face. Oh, sorry.
I walk up behind her and I'm very upset looking at this person in the chair.
What do you do?
I walk up behind her while she's doing it, like arms crossed over my chest, like glaring at the person in the chair, very angry.
Oh, you're not gonna stop her?
No.
Okay. Well,
nope, we're supposed to smite. She's smiting. She's doing her job.
Well, about that, and it's like Becklin comes over. He's like, Cudgel, you're not gonna get answers that way. And like, here, why don't hang back, Squires? This is some good on the job training. Why don't you interrogate our prisoner?
I kneel down and I get real close to his face, and I go, hi.
He just says, Svilt Sunderlit, Southland.
Yeah. You're not scared of anything we can do, right? Because you're a tough mercenary. You've been in scraps. You're not worried about anything we can do. But did you see that healing magic I did earlier?
Make intimidation? Is that more? That's probably more intimidating.
Let me finish and I'll see if it can get me advantage. I go, so, you know that here on this in this world, there's not a lot we can do except for like death, and we're not going to do that to you because we're the good guys. The problem is, gods are forever, and when you're done with this realm, you go to theirs, and you have upset a god. And I don't know if you believe in gods, but you should, because that's what healed all these people you tried to kill.
Yeah, you can make it with advantage.
And I was like, and just between me and you, I wouldn't want to be on the other end of his wrath. I don't have very much charisma. Soon as I find the stupid button, I will press it. Boom.
Oh, snap.
All right. Intimidating AF.
I cast the cantrip light and make my, like, it illuminates behind me, like.
It does. You almost think that your amulet glows for a moment. But so it's like, all right, I'll talk. Jeez. Wasn't expecting to bring down the whole freaking clergy. Yeah, I mean, what do you want to know?
Well, I think you should answer your former boss's questions before we throw a temper tantrum.
Can you maybe straighten them out? Because she wasn't making a whole lot of sense.
Who are you working for? Who ordered you to betray us? Why would you agree to kill these innocent villagers? How much were you paid? And was it worth it?
That's a lot of questions.
Start whichever order you want, but you don't got all day. And I start looking at my wrist like I have a watch.
Look, it was all Dragonlance, right? You guys, I don't know if you would have heard the name or not, but Dragonlance was the half-ogre leading the mercenaries, that group of mercenaries.
Was that the one I killed?
I think you killed him, yeah. It was the only half-ogre on the field, so...
Okay.
But why? You explained who, but why?
Well, look, man, we're a mercenary, right? It's all about the coin. And Cudgel's like, coin? What? I didn't pay you well enough? What are you insinuating there, you fluffy little...
I put my really big arm on Culger's shoulder and pat it. Like, I get you're angry, but let him finish his bullshit explanation first.
It's like, no, don't get me wrong there, Cudge. I mean, you did pay pretty well, but Dragonlance paid better. Look,
where did Dragonlance get his coin?
Well, that's okay. Look, I don't know. We were like earlier this week. We were out on a patrol west of camp. He left me and Jerry. Said wait here. Came back like 2 hours later with this big chest full of steel. Didn't say nothing, but he paid off me, Jerry, a bunch of the other guys. And like, you know, he said he was going to take over the Ironclad Regiment. We're going to wipe out this little village and take it over. I don't know why, but...
I interrupt and I asked the mayor, I go, what's one of the names of the dead? Gotcha.
Dallin. Dallin Yeomont.
What did he do?
He was a cobbler.
What was his life that was worth coin to murder? Looking at the mercenary.
Look, man, if he would have paid more, he might still be here.
I asked the mayor for another name.
Emma Tumbler.
I repeat the name and go, what was this person's crime that they were worth the coin to murder?
Look, man, I go where the money is, alright? I don't make the rules. I just go where the money is.
I asked for another name.
And Mayor Raven gives you another name.
That's perfectly acceptable. I don't expect you to come up with names for all these. As a fellow DM, I get it. And I repeat the name and I go, what about this one? What did they do?
He's gonna stop answering questions at this point because
I pat him down and I look for his coin purse.
Oh, he doesn't have anything on him. They've already, when they took him prisoner.
I say, what are you going to buy with all that steel you have on your belt?
I'm done talking.
Are you?
So Peter's been like over in a corner, just kind of listening to this. Yeah, he's gonna come up and says, "So, that's all this was. Just foolish, senseless killing for coin."
Look, man, it's supposed to be an easy mark. He paid more. That's it. That's all there was to it. He paid more. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you why he was doing it. I don't know who put him up to it. I don't know who gave him the steel coins.
I lean down and whisper to the leader, whose name I can't remember because I'm horrible at names, and go, should we search where, I say, would it be bad to search where he says that person got a chest of gold at? Surely people carrying a chest of gold leave tracks.
Which leader? Cudgel? Or Mayor Raven?
Yeah, Cudgel.
It's like, alright lad, we'll have to, but I think what about the rest of my men? What about the men back at camp? And Phil's like, I don't think we're gonna pay them. So
We should definitely go figure it out, though.
Cudgel's like, I'm going to right now.
You want help?
No, absolutely not. I must do this alone. These fuckers already betrayed me once. If they're gonna do it again, I'm not getting anyone else betrayed. No one else is going down but me tonight.
I mean, we could go as a group
Nope.
and whoop some ace.
No, that's not gonna be necessary, lad. I think you're gonna need you especially are gonna be better suited here. The village needs you, needs your help, needs the help of your god.
Hey, my god likes spiking. That's all I'm saying.
So,
But-
what do you say, Skitters? And you look over and you see Bannon holding a little mouse. He's like, you want to go up inside him and see if he's hiding anything inside his... How are you going to get inside there?
Okay, alright. We're gonna just go ahead. Alright, take the prisoner. There's a shutout back. We'll lock him up there. We'll throw a couple guards on him. No, and this is Raven talking now. So Cudgel can go back to her camp, do what you need to do, but I like where you were going with that, Brimble. We should maybe investigate, where he said that meeting took place. I don't really want to send anyone else out tonight, though. I mean, I can send hunters in the morning, I guess. I mean, if you want to, you can go.
I say let's go. Ask, do you have plate armor my size? Huh?
Perhaps.
The more Salamic, the better.
Oh. Becklin's like, I'll have to see what we've got back at Thornwall Keep, but right now there's not it's not really designed. The place isn't set up for a garrison. You know what I mean?
I get it.
But
So we're gonna go check that out tonight or tomorrow?
that's
No, we can go now. Isn't that right, Skitters? Wait, isn't that his name? And he looks over to Peter.
What?
He he came over and wanted some food, so I was like, just hung out with him and everything. I mean, you can have him back.
Feels familiar.
I didn't feel nothing. He came over and I'm just trying to give him back to him if he wants. I mean, he came over from me for I was eating some more fish pie and he's over there eating some with me.
I don't.
Can I hold up? And I
we've
reach over.
met.
I reach over to hold Skitters.
Yeah, Peter says, I don't believe I've met this mouse.
He came out of your backpack.
Stowaway. But have they?
Rumble starts looking into your backpack for more mice. Just wide-eyed and curious.
Peter's kind of whatever about it. Before they take the prisoner away, though, he's gonna say, "Hold on, I have an important question for this person."
Oh, right. Go ahead.
He's gonna walk up to him and sucker punch him right in the mouth.
Hey! I said don't. You're not supposed to.
That was really good.
Do I have to roll to hit?
No, you don't.
Okay.
But like, Mayor Raven is a little disappointed in you right now.
Peter is not happy. Especially with the explanation he gave. Oh, goodness.
Well, alright, very well. So if you guys are gonna head out then, oh, I know Derek could go with you. He kind of knows the woods a bit. He could serve as a guide. And Derek's like, yeah, that'd totally be... I still feel really bad about all the shit that went down earlier today. It was so not cool. But yeah, I can show you guys. We can, we'll head out there. Like maybe we can kind of go with Cudgel part way, and then, we'll break off. Right? Is that okay, Cudgel? Yeah, I guess. Like, all right. Well, cool. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. If you guys are ready to go.
Yep, I pick up and I start heading out.
Did Nibs get his pre-dinner snack?
Sure. Yes. Yeah. That you would have had plenty of time during all that. Because Yalme was all set for a celebration, so there's food and drink and stuff. But
Oh, I'm doing great.
Do we have to eat to get a short rest?
No, but
No, it's just a me thing.
Oh, okay.
I'm making a short rest into a meal, and no matter what time of day it is, I'm probably gonna have a different name for it every time.
I got you. I would like to get some spell slots if I could.
No, God!
You have arcane recovery
No,
you can
God,
use on a short
please,
rest.
no!
Yeah.
No!
I just wanted to make sure we did indeed take a short rest.
yeah, you can do that. I have to appease Ricky real quick.
Oh, okay.
You have to pee on Ricky
I
real
have
quick.
to pee on him. No, I've already got it set. So, how many elves does it take to sharpen a sword? 3. 1 to sharpen the sword, and 2 to write a song about it, so that when the first elf is done 400 years later, they'll remember whose sword it was.
Yeah. Sounds like that was painful. That means I'm doing my job.
I just want to point out that I hate Ricky's jokes.
I didn't even tell one.
All of them.
He just hates jokes.
I'm fine with jokes, but they should be, funny.
You just insulted my heritage.
Wait, okay. Yeah. So they take the mercenary guard out to the shed. They lock him up. There's a couple of burly villagers there, keeping an eye on him, make sure he doesn't go anywhere. And yeah, so Garrett is with you guys, and you are ready to head out into the woods. Did you want to do anything else before heading out?
I want to be put at maximum hit points, but I don't think you're gonna allow that.
Nope. Okay. So let's see here. You start heading north along the road with Cudgel. You know, after a little bit, you pass by High Hill, and a little bit after that, there's not exactly a fork in the road, but that's where Cudgel's path breaks from yours as she goes to rejoin whatever remains of her mercenary camp. Vowing, she's like, "All right, lads, thanks for everything you've done so far. I feel responsible for all this somehow, but I'll be back by the morning. I'll be back by dawn. You know, unless these fuckers kill me."
Are we not going with her? I thought we were.
No,
We
she.
went with her
Oh.
up until this part. Now we're separating to go look for some clues.
I put my hand on Cudgel's shoulder and I go, Cudgel, it's very important that you realize you cannot be responsible for the folly of others. I hope your blade strikes true and show no mercy.
Well, hopefully I don't have to use my hammer, but
Oh, yeah, sorry. I hope your hammer smashes true.
oh,
And then I go, hammer!
I
I saw a guy on TikTok do it.
I did appreciate that for a moment. Just for a moment. I mean, I appreciate that, lad. Thank you so much. And she heads off. You guys head off into the woods west of Vogler there. Now, it is nighttime at this point. The moons is the night of the Kingfisher Festival, so that tells us. So, Lunatari, the red moon, is essentially not exact. It's crescent, not quite a sliver. There's still a little bit there, but it's almost new. Solinari, the white moon, is now at last quarter phase, where it's that perfect semicircle. So, you will get some help from the moonlight, not a whole lot. None of you have dark vision. That I'm
You don't know.
Peter has dancing lights.
That's
So,
right as well.
okay.
yeah. So he's going to send out 3 little bits of light to help light the way.
Okay.
One at least a little bit ahead.
Sure. So, yeah, not too far out into the woods, you find a small clearing with a grouping of strange tracks. Some of these tracks are boot prints. Some of them are large boot prints that would be match those of a half ogre. While there's other clawed reptilian tracks that you can't exactly identify.
Would they be similar to the clawed reptilian tracks that we fought that turned to dust? And would I notice the similarity?
So for that, do a check of some sort. Do
Survival,
Fit check. You want
nature.
to do a fit check?
do a perception check, just to see if you would have noticed during the fight. Yeah, you weren't paying attention to their feet.
I saw at first I was still on my 21, my natural 20, and I was like, did I get another natural 20? I see everything.
Just a moment of clarity for Brimble.
Brief moments, but yeah, you're not exactly sure what's up with the clawed feet, but you do notice that an assortment of tracks, the smaller, more human-sized boot prints and the clawed tracks, wind north through the woods. And you're able to follow those. Following them takes more than an hour, but what's just curious, what is your marching order going through the woods? How are we doing this?
I see Bannon riding Cassie in the lead, using, Cassie's hearing and smell and stuff, and me being, the big kinder, squire out there looking for and following the tracks.
I would probably be behind him because that's my brother. We got to sneak together.
I'm hanging out with Ricky.
I'm tiptoeing. It's not helping. I'm not very sneaky, but I'm tiptoeing.
No, Nibs likes fucking with your character with the minor illusion shit. He's teaching you magic.
Yeah, Peter's probably gonna be in the back.
Yeah, Darren will be back there with you, kind of chatting your ear off. Like, so tell me what's it like where you're from, dude? And
Rob has not thought about that very much.
that's something you can think about. How do you have the dancing lights arranged as you're going through? Now, is there like one like ahead of Bannon and Tassie?
Yeah, there's definitely one ahead, one towards the middle of the group, and then another around where Peter and Barrett are.
Okay. So, yeah, about a little more than an hour following this trail through the woods, the woods give way to a ledge overlooking a shallow valley, and in the distance, dozens of low fires illuminate hundreds of red tents. Among them move patrols of shadowy, human-like figures. There's easily over 1,000 soldiers occupying this camp.
Charge Ed.
A whole army.
I'm kidding.
An entire army is there. And that's what you see. What is your immediate... What do you do?
Okay, Brimble, you take the left, I take the right, and we go backwards.
We go backwards is my favorite part.
Peter probably dims the lights, or probably snuffs them out completely.
Perfect.
Assuming
Same.
that this camp was not meant to be here.
Yeah, Darrett's like, whoa, that doesn't look good, bros. Oh, I didn't even realize we were still in the tavern. But yeah, that doesn't look good. What are you guys going to do while you're standing?
We're gonna get the hell out of there.
You guys gonna leave?
Yeah.
Alright.
I want to try to get, I know I'm probably not going to see a lot, but I want to try to gaze and see what I can glimpse from it. I know there's a lot of tents, but do I see anything that stands out?
Make a perception check.
I'm going to use my inspiration to roll with advantage.
Okay.
Wrong button.
I'm going to cast guidance on him for this.
Oh shit. Very nice.
Ooh, and guidance.
All right. Roll a d4.
I rolled a 22.
All right. Ben, make a religion check for me, please.
Yeah, Peter would be like crouched down in some bushes with Bannon or something.
Okay.
Way better.
So, Ben, you do. There is something that stands out, and that's a symbol that is prominent on several like flags and banners and tent flaps and whatnot around the camp, and that's a 5-spoked spiral. Each spoke a different color: red, black, white, green, and blue. And you would know this to be the symbol of Takesis, the Dragon Queen. The most evil of evil deities.
She's misunderstood.
Takesis is involved. This is not good.
And I think when Bannon says that, Brimble, that would get your attention because you would know that name.
Yeah, hell yeah, I don't think uses. I'll say, excuse me? And then I'll try to get a look.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I mean, go for it. Perception. I mean, you know what to look for. You don't even really need to roll, but yeah, you can see.
Thank God.
Yeah, you can see it clearly. Like the symbology's everywhere of the Dragon Queen.
What do we see as far as the soldiers?
So, with the soldier, you
That's
see
the right question to ask.
you see lots of them. They look. It appears to be well organized. There's vigilant patrols moving throughout the camp. On that note, maybe everybody should make a perception check.
Oh fuck.
I got 6.
Say
Wait, I'm rocking out with a 6.
If it's smell or hearing, Cassie got a 22.
Peter's probably smacking a fly away or something. Some kind of bug that's
boy.
bothering him.
Nibs is helping.
I'm still checking his bag for more mice. That's what's going on.
Let's see if Darrett's any more perceptive. Just out of curiosity. If his character sheet decides to load. Oh, he's got. Oh wait, never mind. That's passive. All right, so Darrett actually got an 18 on the perception check. So, like, as you guys are kind of like talking about all this, Darrett's like, "Shh, guys, get down, duck." And maybe about 100 feet away or so, you see a patrol beginning to kind of move in your they're moving around in the area, in your general area, but they haven't. They're not moving like towards you, like they haven't specifically noticed you yet. But there are patrols around, and actually on that, I think I've got a different map, just in case we do need it.
You rolling stealth?
Yeah, everyone should probably make a stealth check.
I got an 11.
Tassie rolled a nat 1.
Oh no.
That's very fitting for Tassie.
Oh boy.
Like what's going on?
She saw the patrol and started whimpering and trying to run away.
Okay, well they are a little ways out. Oh, let's see if Derek. Yeah, I doubt Derek can make a good stealth check. Nope, he got a 10. But
We're about to get in a fight, boys.
How did I didn't even.
what did you do?
I rolled for initiative without even meaning to. I don't know how I did that. Because it was for Tassie, not even me.
I saw her stealth. I meant to do that.
Let's see. Okay, well that's good news so far. What about this guy? If this would ever load. Okay. So you notice there's a group of about 5 humanoids that
What kind of humanoids?
well, you can't really tell. They're far away still, but they have started walking up the hill, or up the path that leads to this cliff overlook. And you guys can make another like group stealth check.
Alright.
I'm gonna be giving guidance to Ricky's character.
Appreciate that.
Oh shit. I don't even need my natural stealth.
I got a natural 20 for a total of 24.
I got a natural 1, but I rolled the 20 and a 1.
If you look in the guidance, it rolls for you now.
And you actually rolled sleight of hand, but still.
Well,
Ricky got a natural 1 on his sleight of hand.
Oh, is it sleight of hand? Thank
Yeah.
the Lord.
You see him trying to put another mouse inside your backpack.
100%.
all right.
I thought this is
So-
where it went.
So Ricky got an 8.
Okay. Oop, that's not what I need.
We're about to be in combat.
Yeah. I think we are about to be in combat. And with that being said, why don't we actually take a short, like 5-minute break real quick, and then we can roll some initiative as,
Then we can kill stuff.
yes, it would seem you might have been discovered.
Alright.
But there's 2 natural 20s in there.
Peter okay, never mind. Because they're gonna see us anyway. Okay.
Okay. All right. Wait. Yeah, that's on. We are back. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, where we left off, our party had followed some tracks through the woods and discovered an army encampment. And while they kind of stir around debating what they wanted to do, a patrol appears to have noticed them and was heading towards them. And I believe we left off with everybody doing, not that. Yeah, stealth checks to try and hide from this group, and been largely unsuccessful. So, oh, I need to bring them up. That's fun. So you see a group of men. Some of them have hoods up over their heads, and they begin kind of looking around in this area for you. And here, I'll just bring them up.
Okay.
Yeah, that works. All right. And one of the guys, he's like kind of pointing over, like by the bushes or by the edge. Like, I thought I saw something over there. And they go and they start investigating. Ricky, I'm just gonna have you make a stealth check. But you can do it at advantage because you're gonna be doing it like for the whole group.
Well, that still seems nihilistic.
Can I give him guidance for this?
You can. I just figure you're the noisiest in the group. And yeah. All right.
So he gets a 5.
So you guys hunker down like
He has advantage, so it'll get 22.
yeah.
No, I rolled twice in a row.
No,
no, that was my last one. Yeah. It'd be 22.
Yeah. 22. So you guys like hunker down in some bushes, and you just, you kind of like hold your breath and you wait. And they kind of poke around for a minute or two, and after not seeing anything that sets off any alarms or anything, they begin to wander back towards the camp.
Before they leave, how far away are they? I don't see Peter anywhere, so I don't know where I am.
Yeah, I don't think you put your token on the map.
Oh, I have to do it? How do I do that?
Usually, but what do you want to do?
I want to see if I'm in range to cast sleep. I want to put it like right there. Yeah, if I'm somewhere around here, I think I could do that.
Okay. Yeah, I think you could do. Real quick, could you just link sleep, please?
Yeah. Let's see.
Semantic.
Yeah, so I roll 5d8. It affects all the creatures within 20 feet of a point I choose.
Okay. Yeah, you could do that.
puts him to sleep, the one with the lowest hit points first to the highest until he runs out of hit points.
Yep.
What was it? 5d8? Okay. 21.
All right. So you do that. Now it is there is a verbal component, but you're far enough away that it's not like you have to shout it.
Shout, shout, let
Shout
it
it
all out.
out.
So like you cast that spell, and fortunately it's not like a flashy one either. So, but you cast your spell, and one of the guys just suddenly kind of starts sort of like kind of bobbing a little bit and just lets a huge big old yawn. And he's like, "Huh, what the heck? I must be a little more tired than I thought." And that's it.
Damn it. I was hoping we could, like, capture one of them, but I guess not.
You didn't get any of them?
Nope.
Lame.
See, what would have been cool.
So
if
is
you
this a
would've-
ledge?
That is a ledge, and
Like standing here, you fall to your death
yeah,
kind of ledge?
the map isn't accurate. They're not by the edge. They're going down a path. They're gone.
I was just wondering.
But they do leave, and you're able to leave as well shortly after once you feel that they're a safe distance away. And there it's like, come on guys, we should get out of here while we have a chance.
Yeah. Peter's down to his last spell slot, so he's not gonna try to engage right now.
Come on, Tessa. We have to go let the others know about all this.
All right.
Okay, with me being on Tassie with a speed of 40, of course, can, be moving fast. Could we possibly, like, head out away from the rest of the party and try to rush back to the village to let them know?
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna let them know. Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and head full force back to the village to let them know, and then we take off.
And you head back to the village?
Yeah, straight away as best we can.
Okay. Everybody else, and you're able to head back without any further issues. You don't see any other patrols as you move away from the encampment. And Bannon will arrive back in town maybe about like 5-10 minutes before everyone else.
And then I go straight for Levna and Beckett.
Who are still at the Brass Crab waiting. Like nobody's left. There are some like random villagers kind of milling about the village circle just because they don't really know what to do. But like the town leaders are still basically holed up in the Brass Crab trying to figure shit out.
Okay, I rush in and then like try to slow myself down whenever I get in there. Uh, uh, we need to talk.
Okay, where's everyone else?
They're on
Let
their
me
way.
know the moment. Let me know the moment I get there.
They're on their way. They're on their way. Is it good to talk in here? Because this is not good.
I mean, yeah, I mean, we can talk.
Okay.
Excuse me.
About 2 hours away, there is about 1,000, 1,025. I couldn't get a correct count, but a big army to Kesis, and they're they're not far at all.
Okay. And about this time, you guys can come back in. You guys would get there once Ben gets
I
everything
burst to the
out.
door. Oh my god, guys! There's a problem. There's a whole army with their cases. My guy's back, and now there's another guy. There's a problem because they're the ones who probably tried to kill you guys, and now there's a giant ass army outside the town. So we all got to evacuate. We got to call the helps.
What?
We're gonna need some help because there's a lot of stuff going on. Guys, I don't think you're understanding.
Well, okay, whoa, settle down. Hang on. What's going on?
Big army, doom death.
Army.
Army of Taikisas.
What? That doesn't make any sense at all. What would an army want to do with this? And like, you kind of look, Beckland's just sort of pales a little bit. Well, you're talking about this.
They probably want you guys to be dead, or to conquer you.
That's my guess. They are the ones who paid his Cudgel's people to cause all this stuff, so it's not good. We need to get everybody, and we need to go far away.
Farther.
Okay, let's not get unreasonable. I mean, we don't know for certain that they want to take the village.
They paid people to kill you.
Yes.
After what happened tonight, I don't think it's a bad idea to think about picking up and moving.
I mean, try explaining that to all these people, that this is their entire lives.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Not now. Everyone's sleeping. Somebody grab the kender. And like Levna.
Hey, keep your hands off me.
Levna puts an arm out. It's like, oh, hang on there, Bannon. It's like, all right. Well, Cudgel, what happened with Cudgel?
He went to go see his people, and that's it.
Did she say anything else?
He's not dead yet, as far as, well, I mean, I didn't hear any screams. He could be dead. Is he? I don't think he's dead. He might be dead. But I don't think so.
She? Yes, she.
No. I mean, they all have beards. It's kind of hard to tell.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
That's terrible.
What do you guys think? Should we go check on Cudgel?
She said she'd be back by dawn.
No.
And it's still nighttime. It's been a few hours. It's late nighttime, so like the villagers that can sleep are sleeping. You guys should probably get some rest. And I have to tell a stupid joke.
Why are you complaining?
Let's see.
It don't say make a stupid joke. It just says tell a joke.
The barkeep asked why we carried weapons into his bar. I said mimics. The party laughed. The barkeep laughed. The table laughed. We killed the table. Good times. Yeah, I recommend that everybody, try and get some sleep. Cudger will be back in the morning. We'll know more about what happened, with her and her camp, and we can try to make more sense of this then. If we need to organize some sort of an evacuation, I mean, well, it's going to be better thought out during the day anyways. But yeah, it's been a long day. I'm exhausted. We're all exhausted. We should all try and turn in get some sleep.
Not sure how well I'm going to sleep tonight with an army out there.
Sleep really well. You know tomorrow's going to be a long day.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are able to, go to bed. You've got, you still have your rooms at the inn. Sleep.
Peter's going to. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say Peter is going to take out his holy symbol again. Maybe make like a small prayer again. Just to himself and to his friend he left at home.
Okay.
I try to peek at his holy symbol to see what it is.
I think Peter's in his room. Are you?
I put the mouse in his bag.
There's probably like a nest of fuzz somewhere at the bottom.
But
that Peter has yet to notice.
you're able to, do whatever nightly things you need to do. Sleep comes eventually. I guess probably a little more easily for some of you, but you get there. And yeah.
There goes my arcane ward.
But it is the following morning. The sun is cracking, like light cracks through the windows, signaling the start of day. You can already hear a little bit of commotion going on in the inn's common room. You can hear like you can't hear what they're saying, but you can hear Becklin talking with Raven. And something along the lines, well, somebody go wake them up already. And after
Bremble's just snoring.
after a minute or two, there's a pounding on the door. It's like, hey guys, it's morning. We gotta figure some stuff out.
Peter's already packed up, ready to go.
And Bannon's been in there doing push-ups and sit-ups and stuff in there.
Oh yeah, speaking of, Peter probably wears that symbol like somewhere on his person, so you would probably see it eventually. I just kind of forgot to mention it.
Yeah, no, it doesn't do anything for Peter as like a holy symbol, like it does for Brimble, but it's like a keepsake, a token. But you would recognize the symbol to be that of Habakkuk, the Fisher King. Twin brother of Kiri Jolith.
Yeah. I know who Habakkuk is.
But yes, so you would know that the bluebird or phoenix or sometimes kingfisher wreathed in flames, blue flames.
Yeah.
But
It would be basically like a phoenix carved out of wood and painted blue.
But yeah, as you come out to the inn's common room, Raven and Becklin are standing there talking, and Raven's like, "All right, well, yeah, we need to find out more about this army. Why are they here? I mean,
To kill?
I don't know if maybe I should draft a. I'm glad you're awake. Maybe I should draft a letter or something. I can ask what their intentions are. Invite them to meet with me. We can, declare our neutrality in all conflicts. This doesn't need to. We don't need to bring violence to the streets of Ogler.
So, dear people who paid some people to kill us. So, what's going on? You want to come for dinner? I'll make tea.
No, I mean
I look. Is that the mayor talking?
Yeah.
I look her straight in the eyes and say, "Tai sus."
I.
Evil of all evil?
The what?
Evil of all evil? Psychesis?
Yes, but the door suddenly opens and Cudgel walks into the inn, accompanied by a human fellow. Here, I have a handout for him, so I can show you what he looks like. If Roll20 will stop lagging on me. Here we go. So she walks in. She's like, "All right, well, we got the fuckers who did it. The rest of the camp's loyal. If they wanted to kill me, they could have easily taken me at any point. That's not what I wanted.
It's like the 1,000 guys that are that are right a couple hours away from here.
Oh, you saw that too, huh? Where is my handout?
Yeah, our lovely mayor here was thinking of inviting him over for tea.
Not for tea. But there he is. That's the human man with Cudgel. It's like, I wouldn't recommend that. There's a whole army out there.
Who's this human man again?
So, right. Hey, this is JF. He's my other lieutenant, the one that's still loyal, at least. And he kind of nods, like he's chewing on a toothpick. Like nods, like yep. And
They're so loyal. Where were they last night?
well, we were back at the camp. Like, they didn't take. Gurganis only paid off the ones that was gonna be loyal to him, and everyone else stayed back. Most everyone else stayed back. There is a few of them still, but we managed to overpower them. And then when Cudgel got back, with what Svilt said, I took a group out into the woods myself, and yeah, there's definitely an army out there, and it doesn't look good there, Mayor.
Wow. Sounds to me like, still knew about what was about to go down.
You can make an insight check on him.
Sure, yeah. Peter is sus of all of these people right now, besides, his companions that he's been traveling with.
I was gonna make an insight check, and I don't think Bramble would have.
Insight. No.
Yeah, I mean, like it seems you don't have any reason to doubt him. He's here with Cudgel, and you know,
And Cudgel's still alive.
and Cudgel's still alive.
Rob just feels like there's something fishy.
Just
Besides
the
the
pie.
pies.
Mm, yeah, no, it's basically just the pies, but um, yeah, no, Becklin's like she's super concerned. She's looked worried ever since you guys mentioned the army last night. Um, Cudgel's like, look, I don't know what's going on, but what's left of my men, you have the full might of the Ironclad Regiment to protect the village. I'm not sure how much of a force we'd be able to fight off, but we'd be able to at least buy you guys some time to. What are you talking about? An evacuation? And at that moment, the door swings open. This time, like violently, and this kind of like
I
oafish.
cast Fireball.
You don't have fireball. This large, overdressed man comes waltzing in that none of you have seen before, except for Bannon. Bannon, you recognize him instantly as the man who was distracting you during the fishing competition. And he storms in and he's like, "What is the meaning of all this? There's important discussions going on here and I haven't been informed. What is going on? I demand some answers. I demand a recount. I demand answers now."
Oh, good, you're here. We've been waiting on you. We were wanting you to take a horse about a couple hours north and talk to the leaders of a band of people and see if you
That-
can
Hey, stop. Somebody shut him up, please. We're not gonna send. Oh, of course, Lord Baccharis, thank you for joining us. Of course, it must have
told-
slipped our minds to
Who asked to shut up Bannon?
Mayor Raven.
I frown at her.
Well, did she say to Bannon to shut up Bannon or to shut up this
To
guy
shut
that
me
just
up.
walked in?
Yeah, cause she doesn't want to send as much of a pain in the ass as Baccharis is. She's not gonna like try. She's not send what she knows what you're suggesting is suicide. She's not gonna let you just fuck over the NPC.
Okay, she's the one who just said, "Hey, I'm gonna send them a letter and invite them over for tea." So all I'm doing is helping invite them over by sending him out to talk to them.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
I'm much too important for that sort of thing. Get one of your grunts to do it. Hit that little one with the big mouth, for example. He'd probably be good.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were somebody influential and would be able to talk with Grace and would be able to take care of this. But I guess you're not that person.
I scowl at the politician.
What are you doing to keep my family safe?
We are monitoring them at all times.
How are you monitoring them?
Oh, they're right behind you.
Well, like right now, we're watching you, and you're part of your own family, so we're monitoring them right now.
No. How are you keeping us? How are you protecting? Of course, the people of Ogler. How are you keeping us safe?
Sorry.
We were talking about gathering everybody and just taking a nice little hike the other way.
That sounds like a dumb idea. Mayor, just ignore him.
I tried to.
Peter casts Mage Hand and sees if he can like put the hand over his mouth to shut him up.
Oh, you can. Except
To shut me up, or the politician?
No, the politician.
so you cast your spell, and like Mage Hand being incorporeal, it won't actually shut him up. But you cast a spell, and that's a big deal. So like when you do that, and this magical hand manifests over his mouth, he's just like, oh, what is the meaning of this? Then he like freaks out. He's like, I'm going back to my house, let me know when you have answers. And he slams the door and leaves.
Good job.
I cast Toll the Dead on him.
Oh shit.
I'm kidding.
Well, that worked better than I expected it to.
That's going okay. Well,
I think you would have been a good representative to go talk to them like you wanted to, but if you don't want to.
I mean, this is Becklin talking now. It's not a good idea. I've heard rumors of strange armies to the east, and now there's a strange army close to home. I don't want to panic anybody, but this can't be good. Mayor, as much as you want to avoid evacuation, I think our friends here might be onto something. And Mayor Raven's kind of like, I don't know. And before she can really try and think of something, you hear a loud clang, 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 as the town bell suddenly begins to. Somebody's ringing the town bell from the village circle.
Somebody told the dead. Oh. I run out.
Okay, you run out, and anybody else, Mayor Raven and Becklin, everybody else follows. Assuming everybody else goes.
Yeah.
And there's a villager there.
Yeah, I'm going to.
And there's a villager ringing the bell, and she's like, Mayor, there's a messenger at the gate. And Mayor Raven kind of pales a little bit, but she's like, all right, let's go. And you guys head toward the river gate. So, beneath the carvings of leaping fish etched into Vogler's open wooden gate, a human in black and red scale mail armor sits astride a similarly armored warhorse. And she holds out a rolled up parchment in one hand, and she calls out, all right, who among you speaks for this village? After a moment, Mayor Raven steps forward. She's like, I'm the mayor. I speak for the village. And she approaches the messenger on the horse, takes the parchment, takes a few steps back, retreating back toward by you guys. She unrolls the parchment and reads it. People of Vogler, by the orders of Balafion, the voice of Tekesis, you will quarter the soldiers of the invincible Red Dragon army this night. Refuse and die. This is the Dragon Queen's will. And of course you know the name Tekesis. You know the nickname the Dragon Queen. Red Dragon army checks out with what you saw last night.
If we only knew what they were planning.
And so the messenger, she's like, right. So you seen the missive? You will quarter the soldiers of the Red Dragon Army this night, or you will die. No one is to leave. Understood? And Mayor Raven's like, we're gonna need some time to think about this. And the messenger is like, you've got a few hours. I'll wait. And she kind of like brings her horse, has the horse take a few steps back. But she's like not going anywhere, and she's just kind of sitting there. And Mayor Raven sort of gestures for you guys to come back with her to the Brass Crab. What do you guys want to do?
Kill the lady on the horse.
Well, I would like that too, but before we do, I would like to look out past the lady on the horse. Because most likely there's not one person. There could be. It could be that ballsy. But I don't want to kill one person and then like 6,000 of them come in already. So I want to take a little perception check out.
Sure, you could do that.
Yeah, my awesome perception. I see nothing.
Yes, I mean, she's there alone.
Oops, that's stupid. Why would she come here alone? Guess she's that ballsy.
They're gonna notice that she hasn't come back.
And Mayor Raven kind of like looks at you guys like, please, let's avoid bloodshed. Let's just go figure this out.
Can you write them a note saying that you don't want them to bloodshed too? So whenever we don't bloodshed, they won't bloodshed.
Well, as long as we don't do anything right now, there won't be any bloodshed. Let's go talk about this.
No, not till tonight. Let's go. And I follow her.
Mayor Raven's just like, oh my, Kender.
Two Kenders just leading the way.
Wait, where are y'all going? Sorry, I missed it. And
Back to the brass crab.
Back to the Brass Crab.
That funky crab. Brass crab.
Yeah, I mean,
Peter's probably going with them.
you can go with, yeah. Everybody staying back, or everybody going with?
I'm going with.
Okay. So you all return back to the Brass Crab. And yeah, Mayor Raven's like, okay, well, this all right, you guys are right. We need to evacuate, but how? How are we going to do it without letting them know that we're evacuating?
We tell them to look the other way.
It's always the gnome flinger.
Ooh. I'll try it to make sure it's safe.
Well,
How far can that thing fling?
I don't know. You'd have to ask Dan. I mean, it could probably easily clear the chasm there, the valley to the other side of the cliffs. You guys saw that, right? Up on the cliffs?
Yeah. Okay, so we got boats because we're fishing. How many people can fit on the boats?
Well, actually, that sound okay. We're gonna have to boats are a good idea. That's probably our safest bet, is taking everyone downriver to Calaman. I don't think there's going to be enough boats, though. So, actually, Bannon, why don't you head down to the harbor and see, get like a count, see what we actually have for boats, figure out about how many people will be able to fit. There's about 400 villagers, so we need to account for that, about that many people.
400. Okay. So can they stand on top of each other's shoulders? I'll be back, and I head off.
Question: can I cast enlarge on a boat?
Ooh, I think it's creature, but go ahead and link the spell. Oh, or object. Ooh.
Okay.
I mean, you would be able to. However, the spell only lasts for a minute.
Yeah, I
just saw
just saw that. Damn it. Oh man.
And then being concentration, you'd only be able to do that to one boat, and that wouldn't really. But that's it. I like good thinking on that. But no, okay. So Bannon starts heading off. Yes. And she's like, "No, you saw them up on the cliffs, right? She wasn't alone. There's at least like, 4 other like soldiers up there watching." You all saw that, right?
I yell back. Nope, didn't see a thing.
So, I mean, we can't make too much of a fuss about evacuating with eyes on the village right now. We're gonna have to do something with the soldiers. Cudgel, you have your regiment. Right. Like, if we can get past them, if we can, get past those soldiers out beyond the gate, I can bring back the group. We can set up a choke point, and like I was saying last night, or this morning, we'd be able to at least aid in an evacuation, slow them down, if you will. Like, okay, but then
we could take some time to let the villagers know that we're heading for the boats at a certain time, and then at that time y'all can strike.
Well, we are gonna have to organize the villagers. I think we might need to get rid of those soldiers first, though, or do something with them, because we can't have. If we start moving for an evacuation, I mean, they're gonna know. It's gonna be quite obvious, and the messenger said, "Do not leave." But
I was thinking more like kind of stealth it by not being super obvious about it, just like going house to house, just like, by the way, we're leaving at this time. Be ready to run out of your house.
400 villagers.
Oh shit. Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna need a little bit better plan, though. Didn't somebody say something about the gnome flinger? I mean, that's a possibility. I don't think they'd see you if you came at them that way. I mean, otherwise, like, any approach at those cliffs, they're gonna see you unless you take the river around and then climb up and come at them from behind. But I don't know. What do you guys think?
It would be fun.
Well, if the rest of the Iron Regiment is stalling by getting rid of them or fighting them, then maybe we should help like evacuate the villagers.
Right, but they won't be able to do that until we get rid of them. So we have to get rid of them first, and then we can start moving. Because otherwise, they're gonna know, and then who knows? If there's already that many here, that close by, who knows how much further back their troops are. Anyway, if you want, you can go start going door to door. We can try and gather up the villagers, but again, we have to get rid of them first because they're going to report the suspicious activity in town.
Well, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I am pretty stealthy, so I could like take a moment to see if there's any more troops around.
I'm extremely stealthy too. We could go off and sneak off and look.
Okay, there's not enough boats. If we get some of the little bitty, floaty things and all the kid toys and stuff like that, still won't have enough. We need more something.
Lewis, I haven't told you anything about the boats.
No, I was just blabbing. I was assuming we weren't going to have enough. Figured we'd go off with the second plan.
Just fling them out into the water. You gotta swim, but we'll get you out there.
Bannon's down at the harbor trying to count boats and estimate how many passengers they can carry.
Talking to the owners of the boats and the fish captains and whoever else is around that area and get a guesstimation of how many. But just looking at the boats, it don't look like it's enough.
Yeah, it's gonna take you a bit. What is everyone? So Peter and Nibs want to try and stealth. How are you going to stealth? How do you? Here, let's go to the village map.
Yeah, I was gonna say a map would be helpful.
Okay, so again, Brass Crab here, Village Circle here, Mayor's House, Thornwall Keep, the River Gate. The Messenger is, just a little bit outside the River Gate. And Mayor Raven mentioned that there were Dragon Army soldiers atop the northeastern cliff.
Okay.
So what was suggested? So if you try to climb up the cliff, you're gonna be spotted like nobody's business. More likely than not. Otherwise, if you take a boat onto the river and go around, you could go, around the little spit of land that juts out, and then, just come up downstream a little bit, and then climb up the cliff and try to come up from behind. That's an idea. Yeah, if you climb up that way, they're gonna see you.
I was thinking more like this way, but I don't know.
Or because
I I don't know. Could they see us coming this way?
Well, if
Like,
you go up that way, there's nothing. There's a keep up there. There's some homes down the other way. I mean, if you are just walking up there towards the keep, that shouldn't, I mean, yeah.
yeah. If we stealth, I don't think they'd be able to see us coming that direction.
But I mean, yeah.
Did I disconnect?
No.
Oh, Ricky did.
No, it was Ricky.
Okay, but yeah. So I mean, you could try to stealth up around that way. That would work.
What do you think, Nibs?
Yeah, I think we're better off stealthing up around that way.
But what are you trying to accomplish going up over there?
Just get an idea of the size of the army.
Yeah, like if
Also,
there's.
do they have any boats with them?
Oh, that's good. That's a good idea too.
Yeah, it lets
Yeah.
us know where they're coming from. Because if they don't have boats, they're all coming by land.
Yep.
Okay.
And yeah, we're mostly checking if there's any more hidden, like over yonder. So we just want to stealth up that way, just to get a little reconnaissance.
Sure, you guys could both do stealth checks for that. Yeah, so that's gonna be going.
Will I be allowed to cast guidance on myself for this?
Yes. I wonder if Ricky is coming back. Sorry about that.
I got 21.
Oh snap! Same.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you guys can sneak up around the Thornwall Keep area easily. And yeah, I mean, you're able to get up there. Go ahead and make perception checks then.
Pull up my thingy.
I'm a halfling. I don't roll ones. 17.
Let's see, perception. Oh no. Yeah, that thing only works on ones, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, dang it.
Okay. So
I forgot I put the dude flipping you off on that one too. I don't roll ones.
okay. Yeah, you get up there, and I mean, you know, now that you know that those four guys are up there, you can easily see them, and they're kind of walking around back and forth along the cliff's edge. You don't see any other. You don't see any other like soldiers or patrols like nearby in the general vicinity. You don't see any boats on the water either.
Okay.
At least not on this side of the map.
Correct.
So as far
They
as
could
we
have
can
boats
tell,
on this side.
yeah, as far as we can tell, it's just these guys over here.
Okay, and then let's see. Bannon's in the harbor. And yeah, so after about an hour or so, you're able to tell that there's enough vessels there to transport about 200 people. So you can get half of the town out on the boats that are currently in the harbor that are usable and whatnot. So that's about half the population.
Okay, how about if we tear apart the docks and add them, to have them float like behind the boats or something? Because there's lots of wood on the docks.
Yeah, like little rafts.
Yeah, I'm trying to, because I was out here trying to count these boats and I was like, there's no way.
Okay. Make a survival check.
Ooh, 17.
It's not bad.
Okay. So, um, you're thinking about tearing apart the docks and using that, as like a raft. But then you start thinking, well, that's gonna be really time consuming because first you gotta tear apart the docks, then we gotta reconstruct these rafts. What if instead we take some of these smaller boats and kind of ring them together, connect them with the rope, ring them together, and we can arrange a mass of floating logs in the center of these rings, and you figure by doing that with what you've got and with the help of some locals, you could easily accommodate the other 200 villagers in about 3 hours.
Oh, so like make a platform on top of a ring of boats?
It's like making a ring of boats with a platform in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, and that's part of my thinking with part of the docks. Using those parts as the platformies or something.
Yeah, but you're gonna want longer pieces of wood. And there's enough logs like around that you're able to.
Okay, so
Knowing this kind of town, there's probably lumber around.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about tearing apart the docks. Because even though like that's not really your like trade, you know that would be really time consuming.
okay.
But doing that covers 400 villagers. So if you can talk to some people, you can easily get a few villagers to help. Meanwhile, like
I get some villagers around and go, okay, I have 8 gold, 8 steel, that you guys can split. I need you guys to get the boats, explain the whole situation, what I'm thinking, and put it in the logs there. And everything. It's like, this is going to be a cool little thing. You'll find out more about it later. But, this is going to be very cool, and we can have a little party.
Yeah. Okay, so then while that's going back, I think Nibs and Peter would have had a chance to return.
And then I go back and tell them my plan.
Okay. So Mayor's like, all right, we gotta take them out, or not. The mayor doesn't want to shed any blood. Becklin is like, all right, we gotta do something about those soldiers. We gotta get rid of them so that we can get the villagers and get moving here.
Can the gnome flinger be used against these 4 people from this distance, or is that too close?
Well, the gnome flinger can and like actually, a little gnome pops up and she's like, well, the gnome flinger can actually fling you right over there, just no problem.
Okay, so can we do it now? I've been wanting to do that forever.
And like she kind of looks eagerly at Becklin, like, yeah, can we? Like, I get, yeah, let's do it. And then Cudgel and JF can move out and gather the ironclads. We can then rally the villagers and we can start planning this evacuation. I like it.
And I told her my idea and how I've paid them ate still to start getting some stuff, telling them there's going to be some kind of floating party. Didn't tell them any kind of other information, but if we can get more people out there to help.
All right. That's perfect. Okay.
Peter is going to talk with Brimble. If Ricky were here, basically, Peter wants to cast enlarge on whoever's getting flung by the gnome flinger. Actually,
It will be everybody.
Oh. Okay. So maybe not beforehand.
You might want to wait. But with that, yeah, Than eagerly leads the way back to Thornwall Keep and leads the way up to the top and is like, all right.
I'm like a kid in a candy store going, come on, let's go. Come on, faster.
All right, everybody get on. Oh, this is great. I'm so excited.
Me too. Okay, so we're going to go, and then we're going to have our weapons out, and then we're going to stab them when we hit. So with our momentum, we'll be going fast enough that we will really hurt them.
Actually, yeah, now that you mention it, you guys are going to need these. I almost forgot all about them. It's called a Nary Crash.
Yeah, I'm good.
You're gonna need them. Hang on, I'll be right back.
I don't want a Nary Crash. I want to, fling and attack them.
Oh, he's going to be actually right back. I thought that was the character.
Yeah, me too.
Has anyone tried messaging Ricky?
No.
Nah.
It's close enough to end a session. I didn't think about it.
All right, sorry about that. Okay. Oh, you guys are getting all prepped to ride the thing, the gnome flinger, and I think that's where we're gonna stop for tonight.
Or he pulls the thing and he ejects us, and that's where we stop.
But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and end it right here for tonight. So thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Thank you.
Check back maybe Sunday. We might be back with Mad Mage. I don't know.
Should be.
Awesome. And then be sure to check in Monday night for the all-new revamped Defenders of the Veil.
Revamped? What?
Yeah. But good night. We love you.